this is Doug at making junk to useful things. What I did is I was driving through an alley and I saw this, which is a fire pit, and I'd kind of like a fire pit since we're stuck home for Corona, and you know we'd like to hang out in the alley. But the problem with the fire pit was it was completely rusted out at the bottom. So I had this piece of metal that's actually part of a farming disc I got off of my cousin who is a farmer, and that was just laying around. And I was thinking how, that I was just going to throw that in the bottom and use it until it disintegrated. But then I was walking down the alley one day and I found this. And what it is a motorcycle tire and rim that had all this stuff attached to it. And I, instead of seeing an old motorcycle tire, I saw this rusted out piece here. The top of this disintegrated when I took it apart, so I'm like, huh. So I took it apart, and each one of these spokes on the tire, I took off, and then if you can see, I used a hammer. They were like this, and I used a hammer to bend them up like this, and you see these holes that were already in there, and I lined those up, and they're going to match perfectly, almost, to this piece that holds this whole thing up, like that. And what I'm going to do is bend that so that it fits that perfectly and bolt that together. Bolt right through it and screw it into the aluminum, which isn't going to rust. I also cut the legs off of it, and they're going to mount down here like this, the 4 legs. So that's how far I've got so far. Now I bent these, and I'm cutting the top of the spokes off like this to make it be able to fit, and then I'll bend these, find bolts, and put it all together when I get to that point.